So back last summer I made some predictions for the National League, National League North and National League South. I predicted what the league table would look like come the end of the season. As the season's gone on, I'm sure a lot of you have seen that video and a lot of you have pointed out how horrendous some of those predictions were, and looking back it is pretty funny to see some of the teams that I predicted in certain positions. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing it in this video, see how badly I have actually done. And if you're new around here, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with more content just like this. Without any further ado, let's get straight into it. This is going to be horrendous, I can just tell already. So the table on the left is my prediction for the National League, and the table on the right is the real table. And as you can tell, there's a lot of differences between them. I predicted Dagenham and Redbridge to win the league. In reality, they came down in 11th, so that's 10 places wrong. The actual champions, Macclesfield Town, I thought they would finish in 19th, just 2 places above the relegation zone. So already, we're off to a pretty bad start. So looking at our biggest underestimates, in fact, the biggest one was not even Macclesfield Town, it was Boreham Wood, who finished in 4th place. I thought they'd finish right down in the relegation zone, and of course I was very, very wrong there. They'd done fantastically, got to the playoff final, congratulations to them. But yeah, I was a long way off with that one. Macclesfield, I've already mentioned, that was just a complete underestimate. Sutton United, another team that I thought would finish low down in the table. Quite a lot of people right at the time thought that I was completely wrong predicting Sutton to finish that low. And it turned out that they were all correct and I was totally wrong. Dover Athletic, I thought, because they lost a lot of players, thought they'd finish down in the bottom, but they did quite well. And then other than that, not a huge amount of differences in terms of my predictions. Only 6 positions wrong. I say only 6 positions, it's still pretty bad. But yeah, Maidenhead, Halifax and Solihull Moors are all 6 positions wrong. Then onto my closest estimates, Aldershot Town, hallelujah, I actually got one spot on, fantastic. Tranmere, I was only 1 out, Ebbsfleet the same. Fylde, I was 3 out, and Guiseley, I was only 4 out. So those were decent predictions, but there was only a few that were actually decent. Most of them were awful. Biggest overestimates, there are some quite big ones. Hartlepool, I thought they finished right up near the top, but they quite comfortably did not do that. Barrow, again, thought they finished just outside the playoffs, but they did not. They just avoided relegation. Dagenham, as I said, I thought they'd win the league, but no, they flopped. And Leyton Orient, I thought, because they're such a big club, such a club that's got such a big fan base, new owners at the start of the season, they rebuild, but they didn't do that, and they finished down in the bottom half. Torquay, they made some good signings pre-season, but again, they crumbled and they got relegated. Now onto the National League North. Hopefully this one went a bit better, and it actually did go a bit better. Salford City, I thought they would finish in 2nd, but in reality they won the league. So I was only 1 place out, but I predicted York City to win the league. They didn't do that, they finished 10 places out. Literally National League and National League North, the team that I thought would win the league both finished it in 11th place. So I got them quite wrong. So looking at the biggest underestimates, Spennymoor was the biggest one. Newly promoted side, I thought they'd do quite well. I thought they'd finish in 16th place and stay up, which I thought would be success for them, but they did even better than that. They finished up in 8th place, just outside the playoffs, missing out on the playoffs in the final minutes of the season, which was heartbreaking for them, but it was a great season overall. Bradford Park Avenue, the team sneaking into the playoffs in their place, thought they finished a lot lower down. And Telford and Harrogate got those 4 places wrong, and Kidderminster Harriers and Leamington, I got those 3 out. My closest estimates, I got 1 correct, same as the National League. That was Gainsborough Trinity, finishing in 20th. Predicted that right, get in, I actually got 1 right. Salford, Curzon and FC United, all Manchester teams, got pretty close to all of them. Only 1 position out. Same with North Ferriby, they finished 1 position lower than I thought. Then the biggest overestimates, York City, as I mentioned, emphatically overestimated. Thought they'd finish 1st, finished 11th. Tamworth, who started the season off so strong. First couple of months they were on fire, but then they just completely crumbled and they fell right down into the relegation zone, finishing in 21st. Southport had a very up and down season, ended up finishing in 15th place. Nuneaton, a full-time side, I thought they'd push on, try and get playoffs this year. So the National League 1 went pretty badly. National League North went okay, not too bad. How has the National League South done? And it's not done great. It's back with the level of the National League again. It's pretty poor. The team that I thought would win the league, Chelmsford City, they actually finished in 3rd. So I was a lot closer than I was with the National League and National League North title prediction. But still, the team that won the league, I thought they would finish in 11th. Havant and Waterloo have had an absolute storming season. They came straight up from the 7th tier and they've won the league. Fantastic season for them. 2nd place team, Dartford, actually got that one correct. And 22nd place, Bognor Regis Town, I got that one correct as well. So literally got the most correct in the National League South, which I think is the league out of those 3 leagues that I know the least about. So, you know, it just shows how much of a fluke and how much luck plays into pre-season predictions. Anyway, on to the biggest underestimates, Truro City. I thought they'd really struggle like they did last season, but they did a fantastic season this year, finishing inside the playoffs. Havant and Waterlooville, as I already mentioned, winning the league. Congratulations to them. Hampton and Richmond Borough, thought they'd finish it down in mid-table because they lost a couple of their strikers last year, Jamal Lowe, Nick Kabamba, but they've done fantastic this year. Weston-super-Mare, again, they've done well. And then Wilson and Chippenham, only 3 places out. So to get into a top 5 biggest underestimates and only be 3 places out, that's actually pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. So in the closest estimates, Dartford and Bognor, as I already mentioned, got them spot on. Hemel Hempstead, St Albans and Concord, only 1 place out. Biggest overestimates, Poole Town in first place on that leaderboard. Unfortunately, in the league table, they went very, very far from first place. They finished in the relegation zone in 20th place, unfortunately getting relegated down to the 7th tier. 15 places off I was with that prediction, thinking they finished inside the playoffs. They definitely did not do that. Hungerford Town, same sort of thing. I thought they'd finish up and in and around those playoffs area, but they did not do that, finishing just above the relegation zone. Then Bath City, I got 5 places wrong, and Gloucester City and Oxford City were 4 places out. So overall, not a horrendous prediction, but yeah, there was still some absolute clangers in there. But in summary, as those 3 pre-season predictions go, they could have been a lot better, but I think they could have been a lot worse. Actually, no, they probably couldn't have been really much worse, particularly the National League one. So there you have it. That is it for my review of the pre-season predictions. How did your team get on this season? Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of my prediction? Did you predict the league? How did you get on? Let me know in the comment section down below. One quick other thing, I did feature in a video by It's Boise. I'll put his link in the description. And yeah, I just gave a review on the season, on the team that I support and now work for, Kidderminster Harriers. So yeah, go check that out in the link down below, and go and comment on his video and say that I sent you there on the team that I support and now work for, Kidderminster Harriers. So go and let him know that I sent you in the comment section down below. Check out his video. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Can we get to 6,000 subscribers as soon as we can? The support recently has been absolutely insane, so thank you very, very much. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.